how-to videos. This is something I've really been getting a ton of questions about. Here we're going to talk about how-to side laterals. On shoulders, everybody wonders, you know, how does your shoulders get so round, or what do I need to do for it? How do I do side laterals? And with shoulders, it literally is a game of hand placement and inches. And me being 5'6" and white, every inch counts. So with this, you want to make sure that you understand that your shoulders, you want them as round and full as possible. So you have to hit them from every angle possible. When people see me do side laterals, you'll see me change how I have the dumbbells in front of me, out to the side, whenever I pick up, where my elbows are placed, whether they're here, my back is arched. So many different things come into play, and as you're doing it, you're working different parts of the shoulder. So if you slightly bend over like this, it's going to change change the part of the shoulder that you're hitting as if you were standing straight up. If the dumbbells are placed at your side, you're going to hit a different part of your shoulder. Now, we can get intricate and talk about every little nook and cranny and different type of muscle fiber that you have, but really, what does it matter? Okay, our whole goal here is to fill your shoulders up with as much blood as possible so that you get nice and round. Whenever I grab the dumbbell, if I grab them dead nuts in the center and hold them out to my sides and go up, you can see them work. Oh, very nice, very nice. If I bring them forward, now my ass slightly gets kicked out, my back needs to get arched. It's the same, it's an almost identical motion, but at a different angle. The more I lean over, the more rear delt that I'll start to work, and less side delt that I'll start to work. So now, if I all of a sudden go from my hands being dead nut center to placing my hands in the back, and I do the same exact motion. And as I'm doing it, I'm feeling it hit different parts of my shoulder. Same goes as whenever I pull forward, the ass gets kicked out, the chest goes up. Same motion, and now I can feel it start to hit more of my rear delt rather than my side delt as I'm doing the same exact motions that I was just doing. So hand placement is vital. Pay attention. Now, it doesn't mean that one way is right and one way is wrong. It just means it's hitting it differently. So whenever we're doing things, or you're in the gym doing it, and you're doing an exercise, or you're doing side delts, and you're just like, I'm not feeling it. If you're not feeling it, then why the fuck are you doing it? So with hand placement and with the angles that you're going at, make sure that you're paying attention to how your body's responding. Like I said, now this is a game of angles and a game of inches with shoulders, especially on side laterals, because there's so many. We want to get the front delt, we want to get the side delt, we want to get the rear delt. We want to make sure when we stand there, we get that nice 7 on the back of our shoulders so we look jacked as shit in our shirts and our tank tops. So whenever we're doing these, make sure that you're going from every angle. So, like I said, whenever you see me in the gym or you see me working out, you'll see me switch from directly straight out, pulling them in front, ass out, chest up. And then you'll see me stop, place them on the sides of my legs, like the front, the side parts of my legs, and go directly up and kind of slightly out, like at a 45-degree angle from the center of my body. Now with this, all I'm doing is just hitting my shoulders from every single angle possible. And again, whenever I'm doing it, I'm not just grabbing the dumbbells and saying, oh, I just grabbed them here at the fronts, or grabbed them dead nut center. I'm specifically choosing how I want to place my hands. So when you're in the gym and everybody thinks that, oh, Seth's doing more and more side laterals, yes, I am. Because you need to, but hit them from different angles every single time. Different angles. Keep the body guessing, because the whole gist of lifting, whenever you, especially with side delts, isn't so much strength, it's roundness and fullness. And do I go heavy? Fucking A, I go heavy. But I make sure that I know what I can handle, and I'm specifically choosing where I'm going to place my hands. So again, dead nut center, straight out to the sides. Bend over, stick your butt out. And off to the angle. Perfect way to do them. Nice, full, round, every angle, the whole way around on side laterals. But make sure whenever you're doing these, you're paying attention to how you feel. Don't get obsessed with the weight and start rocking your body. If you do rock, hey, that's part of it. However, don't rock so much where it's no longer beneficial to your shoulders. Now it's just stroking your fucking ego. So, side laterals. Hit your shoulders from every angle. Pay attention to your hand placement. Pay attention to the angles. And a common mistake for everyone to make is how you stick your arms straight out, bend your elbows, and where your elbows are placed during this. So this is what I'll see a lot of people do. Whenever I do them, like I said, if we're here, my arms are slightly bent. Does everybody see? Look at the angles. Ooh, yes. Okay, slightly bent. In my range of motion, my hands will never go past my shoulders. They never go up here. Once they pass that, all the tension is lost off of the shoulder. So the big thing that I'll see is people's arms are too straight. Too straight. That's putting a whole lot of stress on your shoulder joints. We want the stress on your muscles, not your joints. So I do not recommend straight out. You'll see me do it with no weight at all, and it's a great thing. But whenever you have weights in your hands, you're going to put a lot of stress on your shoulder joints. The other thing you'll see people do is whenever they're doing them right in front of themselves, they flap like a bird. We're not fucking flying nowhere, everybody. Arms at a fixed position, bend your elbows, straight out. Notice that my hands do not go above my shoulders. The tension stays constant on my shoulders the entire time. God, I look good. So, make sure you pay attention to hand placement, angles, not too heavy for you, and fill your shoulders up with blood. No straight arms. We're not flapping anywhere. None of this. It's not going anywhere. So, hand placement, angles. Fill your shoulders up with blood and go to town.